Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Huskers in Enemy Territory. Today, I was going to talk about the Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Michigan State Spartans. The Huskers and the Spartans meet up Saturday, September 21st, 2021, which is right after the Oklahoma game. And we'll see where the Huskers are in terms of overall strength after the four-game stretch. Um, I think the Huskers can come into East Lansing as a 3-1 or 4-0 record. Um, Honestly, I have a video previously if you need some reference on why I feel like the Huskers could beat the Oklahoma Sooners. I just wanted to kind of use a little side note on that. I just feel like if they can do a little bit of the same type of damage that Kansas State or Iowa State does against the Sooners, that we might be able to pull it out. But back to Michigan State, I just wanted to put that little bit of a reference in there for you guys. I think that the Huskers can come into East Lansing, like I said before, 3-1 or 4-0. I think we have a great chance to beat the Spartans on Saturday. That Saturday, I think the confidence will be high, and we'll be able to show the Big Ten that we're here to contend in 2021. Especially if we can go, let's say, if we're 4-1 after this game, or even 5-0. That would be huge for the Huskers, and I just feel like that could launch us into an even better record. I'm not saying we would go undefeated at that point. Maybe we end up going like, I don't know, max 9-3 or 10-2 or something. I don't know. It's really up in the air, really, especially if we can get off to a quick start. Um, Currently, the Huskers are on a two-game winning streak against the Spartans, and the last win was in Lincoln, and they beat the Spartans 9-6, which, in my opinion, was a super boring game. But honestly, at that point, a win was a win in my opinion, because that season was just really, really bad. I think the Huskers went 4-8 that year. I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but it wasn't a pretty sight, really. For the Spartans 2020 campaign, they went 2-5 overall, with wins over the Michigan's Wolverines 27-25. Um, they also won against Northwestern 29-20, which seeing that kind of win kind of gives me a little bit of concern for the Huskers playing the Spartans this upcoming year. Mel Tucker has been able to win some with some teams in the past that haven't exactly had the most talent, especially looking at some of his teams in Colorado. Case in point, when they were able to beat the Cornhuskers. One year, I think they went like 5-7, and then the other year they were 9-3. I know those records aren't extremely good or whatever, or just the greatest record, but he just did. I think he did a lot in Colorado with not very much. You know what I mean? Like in terms of players. Um, I think one takeaway from the Spartans is that they lost their starting quarterback, Lombardi, from last year. And I know that he was really inconsistent the whole year, but still, I think it's a huge loss for the Spartans, considering now they only have three redshirt freshmen on the team. So this could be really a huge advantage for the Cornhuskers, especially, you know, you don't really have a lot of depth for picking a different guy to come in and play a game if one redshirt freshman isn't doing as well. You know what I mean, in the game. Uh, and I think some of the keys to the Huskers beating the Spartans will just be disrupting those young Spartan quarterbacks and making them commit a lot of mistakes, and possibly throwing interceptions and or fumbles. You know what I mean? My overall thought for the game for the Huskers is that they're probably going to win this game. I think the score could be anywhere from 28-17 or 28-21. I'm not really sure on how good the Michigan State Spartans defense is, so we'll have to see how they do in the first couple games of the year to really lock down my real prediction for the score. And maybe down the road, once we get closer to the season, I can speak on that a little more. But as of right now, I didn't really watch a lot of their spring game this last year, or this last spring game, or whatever you want to say. So, it was on TV, and I was kind of paying attention a little bit, but to be honest, it wasn't the Cornhuskers, so I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. So, I think what I'll do is just see what they're doing for the first couple of games, and maybe we can rehash what I feel like the score might be once we get to that game. Um, I think that's about it for this video. I made 8 or 9 freaking attempts to make this video, which is pretty funny because my wife ended up kind of interrupting the video stream in the middle of it, and it kind of threw me off. And then for whatever reason, my intro was super off or whatever, and I kept on messing that up. And I've done these videos now. I don't know how long. Probably. Let's see. I think I'm on almost video 75 now, somewhere in there. So that's pretty funny, to tell you to be honest. Um, so nothing probably going on this weekend in terms of big sports significance. So the next time you guys will see me will probably be on Monday. Um, I don't know what we'll speak on. Maybe I'll change it up a bit and do hockey or Minnesota Vikings content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications. And I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. And as always, go Big Red.